It's important for you to know, like Peter before you, I'm praying for you. It's important for you to grow, like Jesus before you, my voice you will know.
Hi, and Patrick Marico, Godly Training Ministries here, and once again we just want to welcome you and thank you so much for your interest in the Walk Applied. Indeed, it's our prayer that you are being blessed and edified by the teaching in the Walk Applied video series. The last time we talked about the fall and shame and guilt. In this presentation, we'll discuss the 6 beliefs that make up rebellion idolatry. Now, as we discuss rebellion idolatry, we're going to discuss each of these in detail over the next several presentations. But for now, we'll just list what makes up rebellion idolatry. We have pride, facade, security, performance, entitlement, and pleasure. Pride is the first. Adam and Eve demonstrated pride, which is defined here as the belief that it is permissible to come out of godly authority. And by implication, submission to satanic authority follows that choice to come out of godly authority through pride. And we will see that later leads to chaos, depression, and hopelessness. Facade. Genesis 3:7. Now Adam and Eve covered up, and what they were trying to do was avoid judgment by one another. And of course, it goes without saying, they covered up because they feared God as well. Facade is the belief that to the fullest extent possible, I can't let anyone see the real me because then they can judge me. So I can't let anyone judge me. I must be an authority. I have to be the judge. Thus, I'll attempt to project an image of myself in accordance to what I perceive will put me in authority over them, or at least make me look good in their eyes, and that's obviously part of facade. Facade, of course, is self-deceiving. It depends upon our perception of how others perceive us. And fundamentally, what it does is it allows others to control us. It is totally dependent on what we think the other believes regarding us. The next idolatrous belief is security. Security is the belief that my safety is found in human institutions. And security can be seen in the protection that we believe, wrongly, that's afforded by government, financial institutions, our employers, etc. A special security case is Genesis 3:16, where God said, "Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." The interpretation here is that women will look to sinful men for security instead of looking to the living God. Men will likely see their security in a job, career, a talent, or skill. And there can be cultural differences, but it's almost universally seen. Now we're going to get deeper into your desire will be for your husband and he will rule over you. But for right now, we're just going to talk about the notion that women will look to sinful men for security. This is a very, very profound passage right here. And again, we will dig into this quite heavily in a little bit. Our next idol is performance, Genesis 3:17 through 19. And what the belief system is here is that the better I perform within human institutions, I'll be more successful and more secure. And the higher I rise within these institutions, the less people can judge me. Indeed, men will often try to exert power and control. Women will likely exhibit competitive tendencies with other women regarding their men, and the same thing can also happen many, many times with their children. And what will happen with women is they will tend to idolize performance in their husbands as key to their own security. Genesis 3:6, entitlement. Eve was motivated by entitlement. After all, it looks good. That apple looked good. The fruit looked good. And it looks like it will benefit me. It's going to give me wisdom. What's the harm? And the key, if God can have it, why can't I? Her reaction to the tempter's prompt was, if someone else can have it, then so should she. And our last idol in rebellion idolatry is pleasure. What Paul was saying in Romans 1:18 through 32 is that the refusal to worship God inevitably results in perversion and chaos. And we'll use pleasure to relieve anxiety and chaos to reach a state of peace. We know it's going to be temporary, and we'll substitute pleasure, read sex, for intimacy. Thus, we can emotionally hide. We don't have to reveal ourselves. We can avoid being judged in this way, which will concur with the facade belief. This concludes our initial overview of rebellion idolatry. In the next video, we're going to look deeper into the 6 idols that make up the rebellion idolatry system. Join us, won't you? We know you'll be blessed by continuing in this teaching. And remember, as always, train yourself to be godly.
It's important for you to know, like Peter before you, I'm praying for you. It's important for you to grow, like Jesus before you. My voice you will know.